How are you doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with the cryptocurrency market? Well, we're looking at a $103 billion market cap. We're looking at 3.3 billion traded in the last 24 hours, and we're looking at a BTC dominance of 41.6. The trading volume has increased over what it was over the slow weekend that we had here. We're seeing some increases in the prices. It looks like we're getting some slow, steady gains in most of the coins, and a few of the coins are taking some jumps. So let's do a quick run through here of the price. We got BTC coming in at $2,619. That's some slow, steady gains at the moment, which is not bad because considering we've started to set some stability in here at 2,500. We're slowly climbing forward. Of course, there's a lot of downward pressure on the market due to the fact of everything that's happening, with segregated witness 2x and now BIP 100 and BIP 148 and all the other BIPs out there and everything that's going on with, all the contention on deciding on whether or not this is a good thing and which avenue we should be picking. But, no matter what, segregated witness is apparently coming into Bitcoin network. We got Ethereum, they're sliding backwards 1%, so I guess I'd call this sideways movement. They're coming in at $284. They're sitting there having a little pressure on them to try to break this 300, and it's not happening at the moment, but I'm sure it will pretty soon. The ICOs are just happening one after another, after another, after another, and it's really congesting the Ethereum network. And it's also taking a lot of the spotlight and trading off of it, even though it's slowly driving the price up because you got to buy, Ethereum to get in on these ICOs. So what are we looking at? We got Ripple here at 26 cents. That's some more sideways movement with them. Hey, look at Litecoin. We got some gains there, making some money. $52.33. That's up 9%, 9.4%. So, here we go. Hopefully we can set some support here at the $50 mark and maintain it and not get any pullbacks for a little while, and start continuing to climb upwards because, we're still bullish on a Litecoin here for $100 by the end of the year. We got Ethereum Classic coming in at $18.50. This is up 2.4%. This is pretty good. They needed to start making some gains after their quick slide back they've had recently. Hey, look at Nem, the silent sleeper. He woke up 14%. 18.8 cents. That's not bad for them. I'd like to see them up around the 24, 25 cents holding their own with, Ripple, right? What do we got next? We got Dash coming in at $186. That's up 4.4%. We got Monero at $44.99. That's 3.7%. And we got Zcash a little under the $300 mark at $295 at 1.8% increase. That's some small gains there across the board. Dash there making almost 5%. That's pretty good. They need to get up over that $200 mark and continue climbing forward. With the roadmap that's happened recently, you would think that the news would be a little more bullish for them, but with Amanda B. Johnson leaving, they don't have their greatest spokesperson out there supporting them. I kind of miss seeing her smiling faces on Wednesdays and Fridays, right? We got Steam coming in at $1.81. That's up 10.4%, and we got the Steam back dollar coming in at $1.37. That's up 10.9%. So you can't hold down Steam at all. If you aren't a member over there, as always, I keep recommending you got to go sign up over there. It's not hard to do. If you can use social media, especially if you're smart enough to be in cryptocurrency, you can throw some posts on there. And, there's even other things on there where you can just create a bot and start just creating 2% on invested income in there with your Steam power. There's a lot going on with Steam, and you should really, try to delve into this. It's been around for a little while. It's starting to grow, and it's something I'm recommending to people if you're looking for some long-term investments to get into Steam to start making money out of it, because I think it's going to be here for a little while. So what do we got here for news on Bitcoin and Coffee? Well, we're looking at Coinbase has gotten over 1 million users in the last month. This is great. This goes to show that cryptocurrency is starting to see some more adoption. All of these new people step foundation lines in for, what you can buy on Coinbase. When you're buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin at these prices, you're probably not going to sell at anything under them. So, with 1 million people coming in and buying these cryptocurrencies at this price, it sets stability lines in, saying that, these prices aren't going to slide backwards. So I mean, with the upcoming user activated soft fork and all of the contention holding the price down, I think that after we get over this milestone, I mean, this price should explode. And towards the end of the year, everybody is starting to come out and say bullish news towards Bitcoin, and I think I'm right there with them. I'm pretty bullish for Bitcoin towards the end of the year. I mean, I don't want to put a dollar figure on it, but I mean, we could be looking at seeing definitely over the $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000 marks at some point across the rest of this year, with all of these new people coming in and segregated witness coming on board. Bitcoin has nowhere but the moon to go. So we also got a little bit of news coming out of South Korea. They're taking a second look at their laws on cryptocurrency. They want to see if they can't tweak them just a bit to help put some protection in there for you as the customers in South Korea, a little bit more know your customer laws, and to stop the money laundering and things like that. And they want businesses to have at least $400,000 in revenue backing them before they go open up exchanges and things like that. Just to know that someone's not fraudulently opening a business out there and going to take your cryptocurrency and run away with it. And I mean, these are the same kind of common laws that you've seen and are seeing in most countries. So I mean, this was pretty much to be expected, that it was going to happen sooner rather than later. And we should all be used to small amounts of regulation coming into Bitcoin as we continue to see it grow, because I mean, that's how it's going to happen. This stuff is the drama and the talk and the hype and the exponential growth of the technology is going to happen a lot faster than regulation can occur. But regulation is always going to be steady on our heels, trying to protect the people out there that are being manipulated and scammed, because they're going to go cry boo-hoo to the government, and the government always thinks they have to have their fingers in the cookie jar. So everyone has their own motives out there when it comes to cryptocurrency. So the last little bit of news I got here is Postalgia. It's going to be the first ICO on Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic's been having their problems recently with, the wallets and the phishing scams that's been going on, and that the fact they lost control of their domain name for a little bit and got it back. But this ICO should hopefully help it along. I mean, you're going to have to buy Ethereum Classic to get in on it. The fact that it's the first ICO on Ethereum Classic, it could bring a little bit of hype to it, so there could be a lot of people trying to invest in it. Pretty much I looked through it real quick, and I got that it was just that it's going to be an app, and then it has to do with photos. You take pictures, you send them from your phone, and then you'll have them professionally printed and sent back to you. Is it the greatest ideal? I don't know. I mean, I'm more of a digital person. I don't usually keep physical copies of photos, but I mean, I could see the usefulness for this kind of situation. I'd like to see it grow. I'm pro Ethereum Classic, so hopefully this will do some good things for them. So if you like everything I got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Like I keep saying every day, it's growing around here, and I love you guys for it. There's no better feeling than sitting there reading all these emails, being in contact with you guys out there in the crypto universe, and, trying to see what I can do to help you guys, navigate these cryptocurrency markets and figure out some of, the newer things, and, the wallets and the exchanges and how to keep your cryptocurrency safe. So as always, there's my free desk help service. It's at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. If you're watching this, then that means it's for you. Go ahead, shoot me an email. I usually get back to you within 24 hours, with some sort of a response. And if it's beyond me, I'm straight up and honest with you, and I'll help direct you to someone else or another source that'll be able to help, get you the information that you need. Because like I keep saying, I'm just a normal person like you. I've been in the crypto space for over a year now, and I buy and hold Bitcoin, and, I'm a little diversified here and there, and I do some trading, and I've done some cloud mining. So, I mean, I have Genesis mining codes down there to help get you 3% off. X11 Mining's back, and I have to say thank you to the people who have been using my affiliation code. It's a great way to help support me here at Bitcoin and Coffee without actually taking money out of your pockets. But if you do feel the need, since I'm unsponsored, to send me $1 or $2, I have donational addresses down there below. And as always, I have my link of tools to help you guys, navigate the cryptocurrency market, build better Steam posts, and avoid scams with bad Bitcoins. So, as always, people, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Remember that we're celebrating, American independence here, but you should be celebrating financial independence, because, you own cryptocurrency, and it's gonna, you know, set you financially free from these oppressive banks and, you know, government fiat cash, which is just holding everyone down and not getting you your true value and bringing you the happiness that you should have in life. So remember, you got to keep this stuff safe.